Okay, here we go. We made it through the first 2 weeks of Word. Hopefully it wasn't too much for you guys. I know there's a lot of chapters there, so we had to cover a lot of material. We're going to kind of tone it down a little bit now that we're getting into the Excel, the Access, and the PowerPoint, which may be a little less familiar than the Word. We'll be doing 2 chapters a week, 2 weeks per application, and we're going to start in Excel, starting with skill 1.1, just an introduction to Excel. Basically, Excel is a spreadsheet program. It's a great way for doing calculations, even just to kind of organizing things into tables. You can see here I have a sort of a loan payment spreadsheet up here that does some things. It shows some different values based on interest rates. It shows an amortization schedule, which gives me my payoff after a certain number of years. I can see in there, and just some data on the loan. There's some basic things your book goes over about spreadsheets. The first is a worksheet. So that's basically what we're looking at here, this whole thing. You can have multiple worksheets in an Excel spreadsheet. You see down here at the bottom there's sheet 2 and sheet 3. And then the one that I'm on is called the Braden Mortgage. So you can have more than one worksheet within a big spreadsheet. Your rows are your numbers, 1, 2, 3. All of these. This is referred to as a row. That's the left to right. I guess that'd be the horizontal. Your columns are your letters, your A, B, C, D. That's your vertical, the up and down. The cell is an intersection of a row and a column. Right here I'm in row or column E, row 27. The cell will then be referred to as E27, and you can actually see that up here in what's called the name box. You can give names to your cells. So I could come in here and type a name and call this something different than E27 and then refer to that throughout my spreadsheet. I could also name an area, so I could take like this whole section here and give it a name up here and say this is the interest rate schedule area, and then you can do different things with that too. Also, we're looking at a formula bar. If I click on a particular cell, I see a value in that cell. Here's 136,000 so much. But the actual formula, that's used to calculate that is found up here in the formula bar. Forget that. But that's where the formula that's used to calculate. So I didn't just type in 136,000 in here. This has been calculated based on other values here, and that's the real power of Excel, is that you can put these formulas in and then you can modify even just one cell and the rest of your spreadsheet or your worksheet updates. So here you can see some data on a home, 180,000 with looks like 20% down, a low interest rate, and a number of years. If you wanted to see what would happen if I changed the value of the loan, I came in and let's change it to a $500,000 home. Now watch, when I hit enter here, everything is going to update. You're going to see all the numbers change. Well, not all of them, but most of them will change as I hit enter. Now you can see it updates everything for me, and that's really what you're looking for with Excel, at least in this case when you're using formulas and you're actually having a lot of calculations being done. It's just a few things that you change, everything else updates based on that. Then again, Excel can also be used just to organize data, like the example here, a simple fantasy football spreadsheet that I put together just today. Just kind of keeps things organized in rows and columns. You can use Excel for stuff like that too. So that's kind of your overview of Excel. Let's see, your code word for Excel skill 1.1 is going to be 1, the number 1.